Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I will show you how to crochet a blanket using the mosaic overlay method. As an example of how to use that method, I will use a part of my blanket. A whole blanket is available on my Etsy store, link in description box. This technique might seem difficult, but it's actually very easy as long as you remember a few key points. Okay, we will use this part as our example. Let's take a look at the chart. Okay, rule number 1, we will always work the right side only. So we will read each row from right to the left and from the bottom up. Rule number 2, first and last stitch of the row is always single crochet working under both loop. It calls beginning border stitch and ending border stitch. Rule number 3. The only time you read the colors in the chart is the first stitch. The first stitches indicate the colors you will use for the particular row. You use one color per row. Rule number 4. Blank boxes. A blank box, like this or this, means you will work a single crochet in the back loop of the stitch in the row below. I will explain it to you later on. A box with an X, like this or this, work in the front loop of the stitch 2 rows below. I will also explain that to you later on when I start to crochet. Okay, so now we know how to read the chart. Let's start the blanket. So as I said, I will use that part of the blanket. That's why I will chain 24. Okay, there is one more thing that I need to tell you guys, that the chain is not visible on the chart. So this chain is not visible on the chart, and we always use the same color of the chain like in row number 1. Okay, so I start my chain. I chain 24 for this example. Okay, and now we start with basic row or row number 0, and this row is also not visible on the chart. Okay, we will start in second chain from the hook. We will make one single crochet into each chain. One single crochet into each chain starting in the second chain from the hook. And one more time. Chain, foundation chain and row number 0 are both not visible in the chart. And both are worked in the same color as row number 1. So, one single crochet into each chain. I will see you guys when I finish my row 0. Okay, so that's the basic row, and now chain 1 and turn your work, and it's the only one time when you will chain 1 and turn your work. And now let's start row number 1. Let's take a look at the chart. In the row number 1 we have no X's. That means we will work one single crochet into each stitch. But we're gonna start our row with beginning stitch, which is here on the chart, and it's just single crochet under both loops. We will start and finish our every single row with single crochet under both loops. In every row, every single row. Every row start and finish with single crochet under both loops. Okay, let's start one single crochet into each stitch in the back loops only. What does it mean, back loops only? That means you work your single crochet just under the back loops, not under the both loops. You completely skip the front loop. Okay, so work your single crochet in the back loops only until you reach your last stitch. So you can see now the front loops going forward. I see you at the end of this row. So one more time, single crochet under back loop, single crochet under back loop. And as I said before, the last stitch is worked under both loops. So once again, beginning and ending stitches, the first and the very first and very last stitch are both worked single crochet under both loops. When you finish, cut the yarn and leave a longer tail for the sewing later on. So this is your first row done. Now let's make row number 2. To make row number 2, we need to change a color. We'll take a gray color, make a knot, insert your hook into the first stitch, work on the right side only. So insert your hook into the first stitch under both loops, put the knot on your hook, tighten it, pull through the first stitch and chain 1. Chain 1 and you are ready now to work with a new color. So first stitch, single crochet under both loops. There's your first stitch in row number 2. And now let's take a look at row number 2. So what we can see at the chart we can see we have all X's. That means we will work double crochet in the front loop of the stitch 2 rows below. Yeah, take a look at the chart. So we have just an axis, so we will work here. Here is that front loop and make double crochet in that front loop. So yarn over, insert your hook in the front loop, completely skip your normal stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So as you can see, it's normal double crochet. The only difference is that it's worked in the front loop. And next one, yarn over, insert your hook into the next front loop, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. When adding double crochets, you will be sweeping the stitches behind it from the previous row. So the number of the stitches at the top of double crochets should match the number of skipped stitches behind it. So make 1 double crochet into each front loop. I will see you when I reached my last stitch. And the last stitch, as you know, is the border stitch, which means a single crochet under both loops. When you finish, cut the yarn, leave long tail for the sewing. Do not turn, because we always work in the right side. Change color. So pull through, chain 1, and you are ready to work with new color. Let's take a look at the chart. So as I said, apart from row number 1, we don't care a color of the chart. We have no X's in row number 3. That means we will work 1 single crochet into each stitch in the back loops only. Yeah, here. So work 1 single crochet into each stitch in back loops only. You can work over your tail, so you will have less work later on with sewing the tails. 1 single crochet. You start with border stitch, of course, and then make 1 single crochet into each stitch. I will see you at the end of the row. So as you can see, I work over the tail, so it's really helpful later on. It's massive time saver. And the last stitch, single crochet under both loops. Border stitch, cut the yarn, leave long tail, take a great color. And let's start row number 4. Let's take a look at the chart. So as we can see, row number 4 is a bit more complicated. Started with beginning stitch, and then we have X in the first stitch, which means we will make a double crochet. So this is the border stitch, and then it means we will need to make one double crochet in the very first stitch. Double crochet in the first stitch here, and then okay, so make double crochet in the very first stitch, and then we will make one single crochet in the next 17 stitches. So remember, you worked already double crochet, so skip the first stitch and make one single crochet into the next 17 stitches. So start here, one single crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And according to the chart, we will make next 3 double crochet. So 1 double crochet into the next 3 front loops. 1, 2, 3, and the border stitch at the end, which means single crochet under both loops. Cut the yarn, take the new color, make a border stitch, and now take a look at the chart. So we will start with a single crochet, 1, then we have 1 double crochet, so it's here, yeah, double crochet, and now single crochet 6, so we'll make 6 single crochet. Remember to skip that stitch which is just under the double crochet. So 1 single crochet in next 6 stitches, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we can see we have next 3 double crochet in the chart, so make 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. Yeah, now make 1 single crochet in next 6 stitches, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Remember, we are working all double crochet in the front loop. And make 1 single crochet into the last 2 stitches, then make into the last 3 stitches, and then make a border stitch. Then cut the yarn and grab the gray yarn, make a border stitch, and make a border stitch, and take a look at row number 6. So in row number 6 we start with a double crochet, so 1 double crochet, and then we have 1 single crochet into the next. And now what we see, we have 6 double crochets. So this is the first double crochet, second, third, 4, 5, 6. Now we have 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. 1 double crochet into the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1 single crochet into the next stitch and 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and the border stitch. Okay guys, I think that's enough. I think you got it now. Thanks for watching. Bye.